All right, we're setting things up for a pretty stormy environment. This atmosphere is conducive to generating some pretty strong storms. So the other thing that we've got against getting those storms is a cap of warm air aloft. As we move away from the surface, we should be getting colder the whole way up. Well, at a certain level, we're getting a little warmer. That's called an upper level cap, and that's going to inhibit that convective process. So we shouldn't see much develop today or tomorrow. But if something does break through that warm air layer, that cap, it's going to be a strong storm that does it. Let's take a live look around town. We're kind of moisture loaded. I know you feel it, especially in the mornings, but in the afternoon, you couple that with the upper 80s on the thermometer, and it really feels humid outside. We've got mid to upper 80s on the thermometers, and that strong southeast wind continues. It's going to be breezy, and it's going to be partly to mostly cloudy. You can see the cumulus field across most of the area on this visible satellite imagery, but we haven't seen any rain develop. Now you go out farther west and some showers, just kind of nosing into Bracketville, Rock Springs, Del Rio, maybe a sprinkle. A lot of that's probably not even reaching the surface, but the more measurable rain, you can see it past the border and in Mexico, and that'll probably track well northwest of Del Rio. So this first disturbance, we're not expecting too much. It's this upper level low that kicks in from the west, where we're expecting some pretty good energy to move in. And we've got plenty of moisture for this system to work with, plus a surface frontal boundary is going to come in for Saturday. So that'll be a good focal point for storms to develop. Now here's what future radar is saying for this evening, that there could be a couple of storms ignite out to our west. They won't march much farther east than, say, Uvalde, maybe up to about Kerrville. But we're going to be watching because, again, we could see some of those storms travel a little farther east. Tomorrow morning, we could see a few isolated showers, but they won't last long on what's going to mostly be a dry Friday. Maybe just a few morning showers. Same on Saturday, about the same coverage. The difference on Saturday, here comes the front, and we start seeing a shower and thunderstorm line develop early in the afternoon. And then look at this complex we're expecting late Saturday night. This is 10 p.m. And that could be a violent line of very heavy rain coming through in the overnight hours into Sunday morning. And then another good impulse develops heavy rain again on Sunday. So several rain days. Now, again, tonight is the risk of severe weather west. Tomorrow, it does include San Antonio, but it's only a 1 out of 5 chance. Saturday becomes a 2 out of 5 risk, and that includes New Braunfels, Bernie, and Kerrville. Here's a wider look at it, because even beyond that, we're expecting a pretty wet weather pattern even into next week. Yes, spring break, I know, but definitely something that we need in this extreme drought. So count them, not 1 or 2, but 5 severe impact alerts. I'm telling you, because this weather impact alert string of consecutive days is something I don't know if I've ever seen us do before. But remember, this is mainly because of that severe risk, a 1 out of 5. Now, it's a low probability, 20%, but if one storm breaks through, it would go severe. Saturday and Sunday, as I mentioned, Saturday a 2 out of 5 risk. We've got to have it. Sunday rain chance is 70%. And then Monday, Tuesday, these are very good days, and Tuesday could be another day of strong thunderstorms. So again, they're there for a reason, just to keep you ahead of the storm and make sure you're aware that over the next 5 days, we've got thunderstorms in the forecast, but especially Saturday and Tuesday.